Yo, what's up, Freeze Army? Welcome to the copyright issues featured contract in Hokkaido. My name is Mr. Freeze2244. For this one, I'm going to bring along a crystal ball. For the very first time, I'm going to use the crystal ball. I'm going to use the coins, the silver baller. I'm going to start undercover in the operating theatre. If you haven't got the crystal ball unlocked, you can use the tonfa or you can use the concealable baton. It's entirely up to you. So from the start, we're just going to wait for the surgeon to go past us first before we exit the blend option, because he is an enforcer. So once we've done that, we're going to head down these stairs. We're going to go grab the scalpel. We need to take out all 5 targets with the scalpel, and with the director we need to take him out with the scalpel but throwing it at him. So here's where the scalpel is going to be. Once you've grabbed that, you're going to go and pull out your pistol and shoot the evidence through the window just like that. And then once we've done that, we're going to head upstairs and go and grab Jason Portman. We're going to grab his disguise because it sets up the second half of the contract itself. So when we come through down here, we're just going to go up the stairs and through the restaurant area. Well, not really the restaurant area, more the garden area. So we're going to pull out the crystal ball right now. And if you haven't seen it before, here it is in all its glory. It's the best unlock in the game by far, and you'll see the reason why in just a few seconds. We're just going to go into this bathroom here, and once we come into here, we need to throw this crystal ball at this guy's head. And there we go. That's the crystal ball, and that's its uses. So all we need to do now is just throw a coin in the corner of the room, just like I did there. Jason Portman is going to get distracted and he's going to come in the room. We're just going to get behind him, making sure we shut the door as well, and silently attack him with the scalpel. And once we've done that, we're just going to drag his body into the little cubicle over here and take his disguise. Then we're going to distract the director exactly the same way. So yeah, the crystal ball it's not very good. It's just a reskinned version of a brick, really. That's all it really is. I don't know why it breaks up like that. It'd be cool if you could use it in multiple uses, but that's just unfortunately the way it is. So yeah, it's not really worth unlocking. So if you're looking to get that crystal ball and you're interested in its uses, that is basically it. It just breaks apart. So once we've distracted the director in here, we're just going to throw the scalpel at his head and just leave his body in the corner. No one else comes in here, so we don't need to worry about the bodies or anything. There's no real place to hide them anyway. We've got one more space in the closet, but that's about it. But make sure you pick up the coins that you threw in the corner as well, because we're going to need those for a little bit later. We need to talk to this woman here. She's going to lead us to the operating theatre area. And while we're in the corridor, on the way there, we're going to take her out there because it's nice and secluded. And then we're going to drag her body into where the just behind the sauna. There's going to be a little basket for her to dump the body in.
Don't worry though. We've got the best.
I'd advise you to take her out though, the closest to the door at the end as possible, because any earlier you're going to have to drag the body and it's kind of annoying and slow. So wait as late as possible and then attack her with the scalpel and then drag her in this room, dump her body in this waste basket here, or the laundry basket, I don't know what it's called. But once we've done that, make sure you put the scalpel away, and now we're going to head up to the operating theatre and take out the 2 remaining targets. Now the first person we're going to take out first is the person we need to see as Jason Portman. So if you've followed that opportunity before, you'll know who I'm talking about. That's the surgeon we need to take out. And he's kind of a tricky person to take out, really, because of all the windows and all the people looking through. So it is kind of well, not complicated really, but it's kind of annoying at times. So what we actually need to do is just bump into him once and then drop a coin in this area over here. He's going to come over to and pick up the coin, and we're going to attack him with a scalpel, and we're just going to leave his body there. Making sure we actually grab his disguise as well. So just to repeat that, we'll make sure you pick up the coin again that you just dropped. Just to be clear on that, so what we need to do is bump into him before you drop the coin, otherwise he doesn't react to it for some reason. I'm sure they've changed the system, the coin system. I'm not completely sure why they've done that, but that's what they've done. So once we come down one of these flight of stairs, once we've got this disguise now, the target is just outside to our right, but we are actually going to wait for him to come back outside before we take him out, because there is a guard right in front of us, and he does tend to get in the way. So we're going to take him out, then we're just going to wait and be patient, rather than trying to rush through it all and trying to time it perfectly. So once we've coined him into this room here, we're just going to subdue him, drag his body down the bottom of the stairs, and then we're going to cause a distraction a little bit later on for the surgeon himself. So we're just going to use the same technique as we did with the previous target. It's not that difficult to pull off, as long as you do it right. I'm actually going to go through the hassle of dumping him in his body in this crate right here. Well, not the crate, but the locker, because the surgeon can take a little bit of time to come back. So the master surgeon, the head surgeon, is just going to be, you know, fiddling around with the tools, the operating things in the mastery area, where he's actually going to be, you know, operating on sodas. So we're just going to wait for him to come back out. So I'm going to do the same thing like as we did before in a previous time. I'm just going to bump into him, drop a coin as close to this door as possible, and then we're going to throw another coin inside, and that's when we're going to leave the body and just dump him there.
Aren't you afraid we'll catch fire? You know that new shampoo they just got in the spa? It would do wonders to, you know, that. I'll get you a bottle from the spa. You can thank me later.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So here he comes now. All we've got to do now, like I said before, just bump into him, drop a coin as close to the door as you can. He's going to come over and pick it up, and once he's done that, we're going to throw another coin inside the room, and that's when he's going to come to investigate the second coin, making sure the door is open when you throw it as well, because otherwise he won't hear it. So you need to be aware of that. We're just going to wait in this corner over here before him to turn around and pick up the coin. Pull out the scalpel and just slice his neck open like that. Now what you actually see me do here is put on the chief surgeon disguise. I don't know why I did this. It was an accident. I just thought, you know what, it doesn't really matter because there shouldn't be any enforcers out here. But there actually is. There's this enforcer right here. So I thought I'd create a distraction to get him to turn around, but he didn't do it. But it doesn't really matter. As long as you run straight to the helicopter, it don't matter anyway. But the regular surgeon outfit will get you through straight to that helicopter, so you don't need to worry about that. But that's going to do it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe here if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.